Hello, today I'm going to show you how I made it so that every time someone rings my doorbell, I get a WhatsApp alert along with a photo. And on top of that, being able to respond with a voice note that comes out of the doorbell speaker. I've had the same problem for a long time. I'm always listening to music with headphones, so I never hear my house's doorbell. So I decided to play it through some means, which I do have present all the time. I immediately thought of WhatsApp, since I always have my phone or WhatsApp open on my PC. Since the WhatsApp application programming interface is only for paid business accounts, I decided to do the following instead. I used a Raspberry Pi 3 and Raspbios Lite, the lightest one, where I installed a library that simulates as if you opened WhatsApp web, emulating a browser. And then another library takes care of connecting with the previous one, and between both, I am able to automate WhatsApp as I want. Also, using a Raspberry opened up many possibilities for me, such as, for example, adding a small camera. I used a Raspicam that I had left over from another project, and that has decent quality. Although you can also use any webcam or even a Raspicam, but with better features, such as a night vision one or one that has higher resolution. Anyway, getting everything to work within the Raspberry took me quite a bit of time, and I used a lot of libraries. I did it in JavaScript as it's the easiest way for me. I started with the basics. I needed to be notified on my phone when the doorbell rings, so I simply disassembled the doorbell and connected the switch button to my Raspberry. In this way, when someone rings the doorbell, I would receive a signal, and when I got it, I would send a WhatsApp message instantly. Meanwhile, in the background, it would take the photo and process it so that it could later send that same photo in another message. I did it this way, since the processing takes about 10 seconds, and this way I knew instantly who was outside. Meanwhile, the photo was still processing and was sent to me about 10 seconds later. I also enabled an option that by just sending an emoji to the WhatsApp number, it would respond with a photo from the camera at that moment. Another thing that I found interesting was being able to respond. So I also took some wires from the speaker of the bell and connected them to the 3.5 jack of my Raspberry Audio. Now comes the interesting part. If I send a regular WhatsApp voice note to that number, to the number we used to make this project, the Raspberry will save it and then play it on the doorbell speaker.
Si estás escuchando esto, suscríbete al canal.
In this way, I can let whoever is outside know that I've heard them and I'm about to open the door just by sending a voice note and saying whatever I want. And no, you don't need to have a doorbell or the same doorbell as me. In fact, if you don't have a doorbell, just buy any switch button and any 3-watt speaker and connect it however you want to your front door. I'm also going to leave you this super simple diagram of the connections, including the speaker and the doorbell button. The camera cable was quite short, and to make it presentable, I organized the cables neatly and covered everything with a small box. Everything is always going to be connected to the internet, so it doesn't matter much where I am. I will always get the notification on my cell phone, and I will always be able to respond. This same script can be adapted as a security camera, adding more cameras around other parts of the house. Raspberry can even send videos through WhatsApp. On the other hand, this video is the first in a series that I want to make, since with that same Raspberry. I want to automate many things in my house like lights, plugs, air conditioners, etc. All with the possibility of being controlled by WhatsApp from anywhere. On the other hand, in the description, I will leave detailed instructions on how to install everything on your Raspberry, including all the commands, so that you just run them from your terminal. This will install everything automatically for you to only modify the API.js configuration file located in the HomePido PPP directory, adding your phone number, and then open the following site to scan the quick response code from your phone. Thus, the server will have access to your WhatsApp, and you already have your WhatsApp bell or remote camera working. But let's test it with some practical example to see how well it works. I ordered something for delivery and waited for it to arrive, and everything turned out wonderfully, even though it was night. And yes, you can see that maybe it would be good to have a camera with night vision, but it's a minor detail. I also really wanted to use the camera as a surveillance screen. So from inside the door, I could see the camera in real time in the form of live video. And I was going to do it with a screen that I had for years, but when I connected it, I realized that for some reason it didn't work. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it recently. After that, I thought about using the smart mirror that I had made in another video, but while handling it, it fell and broke. So I decided to take it as a sign and put it on hold, at least until I find another screen that isn't broken. I achieved what I wanted, just differently. I made the Raspberry. I created a website which I can access from my phone or computer, and there I can see the camera live. So I used the tablet so that when unlocked, it would automatically go to this site. And it not only served me as a screen, but I could also remove it from the door and use it anywhere in the house. I will use this website I made to program in future videos. All the management of my house, so yes, it is much more practical for me, since it will not only be able to be from the tablet, but also on any device that connects to the internet. It will handle all my house's functions. If you enjoyed the video, like it and share your thoughts in the comments. And finally, if you're hearing this, subscribe. If you're hearing this, subscribe.